Hello, rascals and rusticated listeners.
Not on shift.
Still on point. Our teas are not over.
Hi, I'm Dash.
And my name is Rosie.
Welcome to Code Brew Lounge.
Here we are again. Let's tell them about what happened in between these years before we dive into the world of nursing or medical field. So, what happened between these years there?
Our first job interviews,
Yeah.
career developments, and then, why we chose to come out of that comfort zone. But first, let's say sorry to our listeners because it's been a while since we uploaded the last one. There were
Yeah.
some issues in between because I moved flats and there was a problem with the internet. Yes, even we're overseas, yes, internet can be affected as well.
There's a problem everywhere.
It's correct. So yeah.
So
Yeah, so you were
it's
saying
not new. We we know that already.
we're not immune to it. Not because we're in overseas like in UK or Germany we're not affected, but we are affected as well.
It is just too bad. Okay, so I'll start with my first successful interview. It was in Alabang. It was just a small company and I applied there. It's because, yeah, like I mentioned before, I don't want to stay bum.
Mm.
And I'm still waiting for my jump start at the hospital in Alabang, which I applied before. And I was waiting, so I think I could do something else while waiting. So
Yeah.
yeah, I passed it, and then I became one of the customer service agent.
You
And what
started
about
from
you?
you started from the low.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I remember on the first episode I did mention on the second day of the boarding exam, I had a phone call for Infosys. So that was my first job. So the account was for a technical account. And
Hmm.
it was hard because I think there were like I forgot what how they call it, but it's Berlitz. It's like a language exam or something when you're inside. Yeah, so as I was saying, so it was Berlitz. So they needed like the English proficiency exam sort of thing. Let me just search how is it about.
Wow. I didn't
But yeah,
do
so I
that.
didn't pass that one. So they needed to like shuffle me or like put me on a different account instead.
Oh, okay.
So in call center, you have different account openings and it depends from the hiring, from the HR, whether you can, be referred to a different account instead. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
that's your calling. That time, there was a pioneering account which was UK based and it was called They Request Milk and More. So it's like a delivery service online for food and drinks. And they're starting up a new relationship with Infosys. They needed customer service representative. So I was put into that one to see if I can push through with it. So yeah,
Yeah.
basically that was my first account and my first job.
Is that a part of the sales or?
No, it's not sales, but it's more like customer service sort of thing. So customers will
Okay.
call in because in the UK, just to let you know, they have what we call like the traditional milkman. So we're in
Okay.
houses will get delivered bottles of milk, like the glass bottles or the carton bottles, bread, cheese. So it's like a regular standing order. Like if you are living outside of London or like in areas wherein it's hard to have yourself go in the supermarket,
So your clients are from
UK.
London, from UK. Okay.
From UK, yeah. So they're
Yeah.
from UK, and then mostly they are the individuals who can't go regularly to shopping to do their groceries. So they
Yeah.
have their services delivered to them.
That's nice though.
Mostly the target customers are old generations
Hmm.
wherein they were used to this old system wherein the milkman comes for them,
Mm.
put like their order. The milkman usually goes in the area like Monday, Wednesday, Friday sort of thing.
Yeah.
They'll be like, okay, regularly send me milk, etc., etc. So it's that
Nice.
type of customer service. Yeah.
Mine was about travel. Travel. It's a travel company,
Mm-hmm.
and our client came from the US,
Okay.
and we market the travels around everywhere in the US and Mexico. There's also Thailand
Is
and
it like
some.
booking.com sort of
It's like
thing?
booking.com, yeah. And then yeah, I was able to work there as at first as a customer service
Yeah.
agent.
Yeah. I think everyone really starts with
Yeah.
customer service. I think that's why Philippines is known to be a hub for customer service call centers as well.
Yeah. Because we are in nature empathic,
I
I'd
mean, it
say.
sounds cliche, like
Yeah.
it's especially now we're living abroad. Usually, when I call some services from the UK here, I call some services of certain companies. It's a cliche feeling that you hear a Filipino on the other end, and you
Yeah.
go like, That was me before." So even though you're so like angry, like me, like recently I was so mad with the internet company, you try to understand where they at as well because of course
Yeah.
they can't do anything as well. They can't do the magic because when we were back then, you go like, this person thinks I can do magic. It's not possible. And what?
Yeah, and your job is just to receive the call, just maybe divert them into something else and just to pacify them,
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
say. Yeah. And
It's hard.
that's
It's hard.
just like a shitty life.
Yeah, I
But
think
it was also fun.
customer
Yeah.
service will test you as a person.
Yeah. And also your patience, your I don't know, your anger management, you would have to handle that.
So in terms of career development, like me with Infosys is an established company. They have quite a lot of accounts inside. When I say accounts, like different sub companies inside them working with them. So Infosys is your hub, your call center hub, and then
Yeah.
they're linked to different companies. So the account where I was, which was the Dairy Crest Milk and More, I was a
Mm-hmm.
pioneering batch. I was wave one. So it
Yeah.
means there's no structure yet. We are starting. The client kind of needs our help. They have like customer service as well in the UK, but because the cost was
The rate.
high,
Yeah.
the rate was high, they needed to offload those costings and then send it
They
in the
need to
Philippines.
do the offshore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
I think that time we were on that time of companies starting to boom in the
yeah.
Philippines as well.
Those were the time when BPO, this outsourcing businesses
Mm,
in the
mm,
Philippines just got really, really high
that's true. That's
on
true.
demand.
Yeah. So at least, with the good thing with pioneering companies is that you start from scratch. So
Yeah.
there's no like established norm yet. So
Yeah.
you
And
help the client
you
to
develop
build those things.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
That's
good
what's
thing.
nice about it. And it's also it's like you are included. It's
Mm,
not like you're working just like an agent or just like
yeah.
to answer the call, but your opinions also matter. Your experience at that time, what call did you got
Mm,
normally,
mm,
how do you handle not the patients, sorry, but the customers that
yeah.
are
Yeah.
angry, how did you resolve the problem? It matters if
Yeah.
the company is on its starting point.
So
So
as I
yeah.
mentioned with me, Infosys, the first company, it was like a big company, but yours was more like an independent owned
Yeah,
company sort of thing.
it's just a small one, and then they also had agents in the US, but they were all sales. And the customer service they just opened because they're starting to get more calls about customer service because of course when they offer travels there are customers who would complain or change or anything like that, and
Mm.
everything has to go on the customer service because it's not a sale anymore.
So
This
it's
is a
only
closed
sales.
deal. Yeah. So yeah, so we started a pioneer also in the customer service, and then
Mm,
yeah, I found friends also there, and then eventually my career development I became a team what do you call that,
So
team manager.
share us how you had moved up the ranks. Like give us a like a brief detail on how you did it.
Yeah, because I'm kind of really active on it, and then
Mm,
because it really gives me so much interest on, because we are the starting, our opinions matter, so everything, I feel like I'm included, and then
mhm,
my opinions, they take it like seriously, and everything that I say, they take it seriously,
mm.
so I'm also getting much more involved on the team.
Yeah.
And then there's this, we call this saves, because all those customers who would like to cancel their travel bookings, I was
Mhm,
able to save them
mm.
from
Okay.
canceling. So I got mostly high rate on saving customers.
Mm,
So I think that was the plus points that I got, got a higher position, because maybe I was better than than anybody
mm,
else. I
mm.
don't know, but yeah, maybe that was it. And then yeah, I became a team manager, and then from there I was still learning to handle people, because I'm personally don't like talking to people. That's the worst thing on me. So that was a challenge on me also at that time. And yeah, until I was able to learn it somehow, and then it's because I started as a pioneer, and then I
Mm, mm,
became a team manager. So it's like from everything inside the company, I already know the ins and outs. So I
mm,
was
mm.
able to get a higher position, which is the operations manager. And
Yeah,
then I was able to handle, like, we became also bigger, like a big team. Like, we
yeah.
are already more than 50s at that time.
Is in terms of the number of people.
The number of customer service and sales,
Mm,
I think we're more than hundreds already, including the
mm,
sales, because they already started to outsource sales in the
mhm.
Philippines.
So
And
you were
then
having different accounts coming
yeah,
in.
and then then I became part of the operations, and then everything from the system itself I was able to know, to
Mhm,
the finance. Then my job at that time became, I don't know, it was everywhere.
mm,
I handle also finances from our vice president's financial out, like, how do you say that, transfers to the clients.
mm.
Then I was able to handle that and compile them. It's like a bookkeeper somehow.
Bookkeeping.
Oh yeah, bookkeeping. I don't know, but yeah, that job was just a lot, but it was also fun. But I've learned also a lot from there.
That's good. I think the good thing with yours is that because it was an independent company or like it's just
Yeah.
you were starting small, it was directly working with the clients,
Yeah, from
etc.
10 people. We
Yeah,
started from
so
10
there
people.
there was really a career growth for you
Yeah.
inside there.
Yeah.
With Infosys, with us, with
It's
Daily
already
Trends,
established
it's
somehow.
established.
Yeah.
That's correct. So the account itself was starting, so you get the knowledge on the system wise. I think it's because I was wave one. I was able to grasp everything that I can to the
Mm.
point that I was starting to give tips as well, give like easy ways or like helping the others on how they can handle calls, etc.,
Yeah.
etc. So I became like a subject matter expert, SMEs.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. I know
That's
that.
how it
Yeah.
was and whatnot. So I think for me, with Infosys, because you feel that idea that you know a lot, um,
Yeah.
you feel like, well, I should be entitled to become a team leader then and
Mhm.
whatnot sort of
Yeah,
thing.
that's true.
And then what struck me at that time, because you were working your way on inside.
Yeah.
You're a subject matter expert. You know the ins and out and
Yeah.
whatnot. Basically, you have the knowledge on it. But in terms of like management, they started hiring team leaders, account managers outside, like external hire. And you go like
Oh,
saying like, why
okay.
are you getting these people outside when you have people
Yeah.
inside that can grow on it and whatnot? But the problem was because the account was vastly and fastly expanding. You need people to work on the management levels now to hold or like hold the fortress down, hold the soldiers down on how to
Yeah.
progress. What struck me is the one of the managers there. So because I was like venting out with him, I was like, why can't I be a team leader? I know the things. I know how to do this. I know how to do
Yeah.
that. Why can't I just,
Well, that's right.
give me one team and I will lead on it, etc. And then he was like, It's not as easy as that." So yes,
Yeah.
the account, the program itself, but you lack leadership. You don't know how to handle people. Handling people is
Oh,
different. Handling people is different, and
well, yeah,
handling
that's
the
true.
account
Yeah.
itself, or
It's
having the
actually
knowledge
true.
itself. It doesn't mean
Yeah.
that you have the knowledge on it, you'll be able to know how to control or how to handle people
Yeah, to handle the
and
people.
manage
Yeah,
the
that
team.
was part of my challenge
Yeah.
at
So
that
I think
time
I
because I was also promoted directly and not, I did not apply for it and it was also a struggle.
yeah,
But yeah, your team leader was actually right.
yeah.
And then how did you
Actually,
get the job?
the 22 year old me at that time was so stubborn. You go like,
Yeah,
no, I know the people. I know how to handle them. I know how to give this, to do that. And then
yeah.
he says like, you'll know. You'll know when it's time
When
for
you,
you
yeah,
to grow and step up. But now it's not the time yet. No, you're still on that level of developing your career and understanding things surrounding you. There are different
yeah,
trainings as well that you need to undergo, and you will understand it along the way and whatnot. And one idea as well is that since it's a fast growing company, having this new heads actually gives a fresh idea as well on the account. Like,
yeah,
because you are all started, you're all like one goal, or like one thing only that you can see. It's like
yeah,
plain. Then you
yeah.
have these new managers coming in, and then they put new
You
things
don't
on
know,
the
yeah,
table, and you go like, "Oh yeah, that works. That works. That's good," and whatnot. So you go have fresh ideas, which was a good thing as well.
yeah,
So that's
yeah,
what happened in there. So, and then so you worked in, I think at some point I was put into the training team as well. I was like put
yeah,
in, not really like the regular trainer, but more like helping them before they launch on the floor.
yeah, yeah.
So it's
It's like
like
a
I'm
trainer
I'm
also.
more
Yeah,
like, okay, so this are the system, etc., etc.,
yeah,
etc. And then during my time with Infosys, I created Excel files as well that is used like trackers. I use
yeah. This Excel files. I was able to also learn from the
I
corporate.
use like a system, like an Excel system wherein the spills were there as well. If you're having the call and you don't know how to handle the call, I kind of did like an Excel file of a drop down, like
Yeah,
click this. These are the things that you can look into,
yeah.
ask these questions.
It's like a script.
Yeah, script sort of thing, whatnot.
Yeah,
That's what I did. And then I think after 2 years, I was on a point with Infosys wherein I said, I think I've reached my potential. And
yeah,
at the same time, you are at the peak of what you can do, but they can't pay you higher enough.
yeah,
So I was like,
yeah.
I'm
That's
not
true.
getting paid to something that I do as an extra. And
Yeah,
you go like up and beyond things, and then it's still not paid
yeah.
and whatnot. So that time, Citigroup was starting. We heard lots about Citigroup, like Citibank. It's one of the good companies, but it's hard to apply
To
there because
yeah,
it's really
yeah.
tough.
I heard that too.
Yeah, and then they did say with Citibank, they don't do external hires as well. So if you're wanting to be a manager, you have to work your way up.
And then that's good actually.
So that
Yeah,
was actually the selling point for me. I was like, okay, maybe I can do that with Citibank then, because at least I'll know that before you get to be a manager
yeah,
there, you have to work your way up really. So I tried
yeah,
Citibank, and I got fortunate and I got accepted. So yeah, that
yeah,
was at that time in Makati. Citigroup, yeah, Citigroup was in Makati. Infosys was in BGC, in Market Market.
yeah. I remember you are renting a condo or apartment there
Yeah,
during
just a
those
small
time.
apartment, yeah.
Yeah.
But
And then
friends-wise, I
yeah,
have very good friends back in Infosys.
yeah,
Actually, until now, we are in contact with each other.
yeah.
Um, we're very good,
Actually,
yeah, very good friends.
You know, you start from a new company, you don't know anybody else, and then
Mm,
you're young, you were able to experience drama in the company also, and
mhm,
then from there you'll find your friends on your way. Like,
mm,
yeah, like also found friends on my old company or previous company, and then
mm.
until now we're still in contact and friends with them,
Yeah,
and that's good because they say that your colleagues are not your friends, but somehow you started like best buddies, and
yeah. I
then
think
like
it's
you're,
the
yeah,
boundary that you set with each other.
yeah,
Like if
and
you're at
then
work, it's work.
somehow you get there, you became really close and then became friends, and you don't know already that you are
Mm.
already, friends.
One
Like,
family.
yeah,
Actually, my friends from Infosys, I consider them as a family. When I went home in the Philippines, it's like you have a second family that you need to
yeah,
visit. Like I have to
that's
allot
true.
a day or two for them when I come home in the Philippines. I can't not go
Yeah,
back in the Philippines and not meet them.
that's
That's how
true.
important they are.
That's true. How long did it took you to get the managerial position, like the team manager
With
or the team
Citibank,
leader?
so I was with Citibank for 6 years, I think. Yeah, 6 years. I managed to be a team leader on my maybe third, fourth year
Oh,
sort of thing. Yeah. So it,
yeah,
it, it was really, it took time as well.
yeah. But you work your way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think the good thing now with Citibank is that it was a bank. So you have now a
yeah,
different portfolio that you can create on yourself. You came from customer service, totally different retail, food
yeah.
and beverage, and then
To
you
the
go
bank.
to bank. Like
Yeah.
when everyone asks me like, "What's your job?" I'm a banker. Yes, the account that I was. So I was with UK before, and now it's Australian. So it was easy.
Yeah.
It was
It's
an
not that
easy
hard to adjust.
transition. It was not hard to adjust. I find Australian language very easy. It's like a neutral accent for the British language. That's how it
Oh,
sounded like.
that was
So I
good.
started I started as a fraud analyst with credit cards. So just we monitor like transactions, and you go like think, is this a genuine transaction, is it a fraudster that's trying
Mm,
to use the credit card. And then I stayed there for 6 months, and then the account got dissolved because Citigroup started doing globalization. So they wanted to assign all fraud departments in, I forgot what company, but it was offshore, a different Asian country. So that's why some of my colleagues there, they had the chance to move there.
yeah,
They were offered contracts like, if you wanna take the job, you're gonna uproot yourself from here and relocate
yeah.
in that country.
Oh,
So they got the chance.
that was really interesting.
Yeah, that time I
Banking
was
is really interesting.
Yeah, that time I wasn't eligible enough yet because it's just my 6 months. So I
Yeah,
wasn't like the others that were established. They were like 6, 7, 8 years already in that account. So they really know
yeah, they really know.
their things. So after that, collections opened. Collections, it's again with Australian account, collection credit cards, but it's only the front end. So it's not hard collection
Yeah,
sort of thing. It's just like the people who haven't paid their credit card for 2 months. That's how what we
okay.
handle. So it's like, this is the second month that you haven't paid your credit card. I'll give you a deal. If you
Yeah,
pay this, I'll reverse your this and that. So that was the account I was in. I raised money with that account because with collections, you have a certain target
yeah.
to reach, and then if you go beyond that target of the collected money that your name would
You get
collect,
incentives?
you'll get incentives.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was good. It was also, yeah, it was also the same when I was customer service agent, and then we were doing that kind of saves, and
Mm,
then
mm.
we get incentives if we were able. So I was also one of the
Yeah,
top agents who were able to reduce
yeah,
the number of cancellations at that time. But yeah, that was actually an incentive where you can get extra salary I would
Mm,
say
mm,
that outside from your basic or from your salary, you'll get more. And sometimes you'll get more than what you really
mm,
get
mm.
from your salary, from the incentives itself. So BPO is really, really a nice start if you want to
Yeah.
earn.
Actually,
Yeah.
I enjoyed collections. I did had a big savings, but you know me, I can be flirty. I can be, how do you say it,
Impulsive.
impulsive of
Yeah.
buying things. So I kind of magic the money as well.
Yeah.
So it's kind. If you come think of it, like where did it go? Like where? I think I was taking like small roles, like not really leading, but more of like you understand the things now. You help your team leader on
Yeah.
things, and then they launch this leap program. So leap program is like the people who wanted to apply the team leader post.
Yeah.
It's like a program that you're gonna be immersed with,
Yeah.
sort of thing. So it was hard because you're gonna apply for it. And then I think at that time there was a hearsay. Not It's actually not a hearsay, but
Mm-hmm.
the collections needed to offload people because we were so big, and then the account needed to offload because of like budget or like funding.
Yeah. After collecting a lot of money,
Yeah, so
they would need to
you were on that
offload.
point wherein, okay, will I choose to be offloaded to a different account and start again something,
Yeah.
or should I take the leap program? Maybe I'm eligible, maybe I can maybe I'll
Yeah.
get the chance, and who knows, I'll be offloaded as well with a different account, but at least I'm holding a team leader post, sort of thing. So that was what was thinking on my mind at that time. So I tried it, I applied, and luckily I got accepted in the program for LEAP. I don't remember how long the program was, but you
Yeah.
have like 2 weeks of classroom trainings. The classroom
Oh, okay.
trainings will bring you up how to manage people, understanding people, leadership
Yeah.
styles, etc. So
It's like a seminar.
it's like a
Yeah.
seminar.
Or management. Yeah.
And then from there, you're gonna be deployed to different accounts that are needing new team leaders, sort of thing.
Mm,
So, like for example, if you came from a US account, the chances are you can be transferred to an Australian account, and then
yeah.
vice versa. So it doesn't mean that where you came from will be where you will come back, sort of
Yeah.
thing. And that's what they said to us as well from the start. Luckily me, I got the chance to go back to collections
To
and then
Australian account.
lead a team in collections. And then from there, because I had a girlfriend that time on the same account. This is after some years already, like
Yeah.
maybe 1.5 that we were there, what had happened. But I can't remember the full detail, but I had to move to a different account to get the confirmation of the team
Mm,
leader posting. I think with the collections, I didn't have like that clear salary grade for the team leader,
yeah.
so I needed to move to a
Ah,
different account so they can change my grading
yeah.
salary grade level. So that's when I went to Singapore Customer Services, which is now a
Yeah.
different again, different
Yeah.
perspective. Yeah,
That
different
was good.
clients.
The good thing about it is you were able to at least explore some, like, because it's Citibank is of course an established and known, and
Global
of course it's a
company.
big bank. Then yeah, you were able to at least explore the company somehow,
Oh yes,
but
yeah.
still inside the company, but to
Mm, mm.
different, like different, what do you call that, team? Or no, it's not a team, it's
Accounts.
like a different, yeah, account itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like from fraud to
Yeah.
collections, then to collections to customer service,
Yeah.
and total different clients now, Singaporeans.
Are you somehow, or would I say, were you at this time satisfied with your job?
I was satisfied with Singapore. It was quite hard, to be honest, because the in terms of the language, it's a different language again
Yeah.
to your ears.
Yeah.
Clients were different as well. Expectations were different as well. You're meeting new people as well, because it's like after I got off from collections. It's like
Yeah.
I'm given a new environment again to start again. So
Yeah.
that's how I felt. I was satisfied with the work that I was doing in there. And then you came to a point wherein everything was just routine. It
Yeah.
was routine again. I started getting too stressed because I think with that time I was taking the stress home. Mentally, I was drained. Physically, I was
Yeah.
drained as
Yeah.
well because physically I was getting drained. I had like two hospitalizations in that time. Like
Oh,
I think the major
yeah.
hospitalization was
That was really stressful.
the second one wherein I had like heavy menstruation like
Hmm.
for a month it was heavily bleeding.
Wow.
And then I was still working at that day.
Yeah.
I can't forget it because my co-team leader who was gay, so I was in the station, so I kind of sneezed and then I stood up and then he kind of said to me, girl, there's something at your back, what's happening? And then it was blood. I was bloody, etc. But I was about to go to the hospital. Actually, I was to go to the hospital, but I was like pushing it back.
Mm.
And then I went home to the flat because the girlfriend that time wasn't driving. So I drove from Taguig to Southwoods. I was driving, but the moment we parked the car in the hospital and I went to the hospital, Doctor Ibanez was my doctor that
Yeah.
time. She already called the hospital that I'm coming in and she will be my attending doctor. So when I came in, I said, I'm the patient of Doctor Ibanez. This is the case, etc. And then they
Yeah.
took in. They said an hour, if an hour still that I wasn't able to come in, I would have collapsed and needed blood transfusion because I was so pale.
Yeah, that was really hard. I
Mm,
didn't had that super stress maybe, but
mm,
before I was also somehow satisfied with what I do at the time because I'm also earning good, I'd say.
mm,
And yeah, I'm also enjoying the company with friends that I
mm,
found inside the company. And then everything is not always the same because if you work on the operation, it's not just like doing the operations, but also somehow I still have to handle people and somehow
mm,
I have to be creative on doing some projects and so on and so forth. So I was still at the point that I'm still enjoying what I do,
mm,
but the stress that I got was when I was about to resign. That was the time that I was totally stressed, and you know that I'm allergic,
mm.
and my allergy at that time just doesn't want to go. Just even though if I take
The
like
pills
more than the desired dose for that day, it just doesn't want to
come up.
go. It just doesn't want to leave me alone.
I think sometimes it's the body telling us when to stop
It's
as
just
well.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Your
so true.
body is telling you enough, stop it, stop it, stop it,
Yeah,
rest.
yeah.
But even though I also had filed few sick leaves and then took a mini vacation, but
Mm,
it still doesn't want to go. It's just maybe my body is telling me at that time that you need to get out from there. This stress is just following you wherever you go, even if you go on a mini trip or mini holiday, it
mhm.
just doesn't want to go. And my eyes, the worst thing is that my eyes are just swelling.
Burning,
Yeah,
burning feeling.
it's burning, it's itchy, and yeah, whatever I do, even if I put drops on it, I go to the doctor, you have to take this and you are allergic to this and that. I'm still
It's not
really
going.
tired, yeah, and it just doesn't want to go. But after that, after I filed my resignation,
Mm,
and then it's just, I don't know, it was really my body telling me that you're super stressed, you have to stop
mm,
this.
mm,
After that, after like a day or two, it just went away, just
mm.
like that, after my resignation.
So what made you decide with the resignation? I'll share mine and then I'll do
Yeah,
after.
my because I work as an operations manager, maybe it was I work in the company for like 8 years almost or 7 years. And then Yeah, 7 years. Yeah. And then I became operations manager after 2 years. So
Mm,
that was like 5 years working as operations manager. And then there's this stress that I had in the company. That's
mm.
yeah. So it's full of drama and all of that.
Tama.
Yeah. It was dramatic. Dramatic. How dramatic is that?
Traumatic and traumatic.
Dramatic and traumatic, yeah. So from there so before that, let I just tell the story first. Before that, this drama happens, I
Mm.
already started to think of working as a nurse, and then it was delayed and delayed and delayed, and then after like 3 years,
When did you start thinking to become a nurse?
maybe that was maybe around 2014, and then it got delayed and delayed because of my job
Mm,
as operations manager. And then after a few years, this drama happened, and then yeah, I'm really getting really sick, and my
uh,
allergy just doesn't want to go. I'm really tired. I feel like my body is giving up already. My
mm,
immune system just don't want to work with me anymore. After that, I resigned. So that's the point where I was thinking I should just continue changing my career, and then I'll just file resignation. And then
uh,
I filed my resignation, and then I flew to Thailand after that.
mm.
After my resignation. The day after tomorrow. Yeah. So from there, then I was trying to soul search, and
Mhm.
then you messaged me. So yeah, that was the
That's when
yeah.
for me, it started when 2018, I was like needing some government ID additionals. And then it came to my mind that I haven't registered my PRC license since we passed the exam in 2011. And then I inquired, I was asking them like, can I still register the license even I didn't register it from the start in 2011?
Yeah,
And they said, yeah, of course, you can still register it. You just need to, it's like you freshly pass the exam and then just follow the
yeah,
steps to register it. So I was like, okay, that's fine. That's good. I can have the PRC license then. And then when I got the license and I was looking at it, it's like saying like nurse and then you'll have the registration number. You go thinking like, is it worth it to do it back again? But again, at that time, I came from the hospitalization and then you are on that situation wherein do I come back on what I was doing or I wanted to do something else sort of
yeah.
thing.
It's your comfort zone
Yeah.
somehow, and you really have to really think.
Yeah. I came back with Citibank to the account. This time they gave me a different team to manage. So I become a unit manager for the escalations team and then so again another stressful.
Yeah,
I was enjoying it, to be honest. I was enjoying the company of the officers there. We call them city phone officers or like officers, escalation officers. I was
yeah.
enjoying it, but again, you'll get the stress feeling again. The
The
mental
pressure.
draining. The
Yeah,
pressure is coming back again. I was having that moment wherein you come back to work and you go like again again. You go home
yeah.
again. And it's like I got drained from it and then I was
It's draining
thinking,
somehow. No,
yeah, so
I
and
don't.
then I started
Yeah,
searching for actually I tried to search for different companies to apply. I even went to Pampanga to apply for an operations manager post in
yeah.
Pampanga, SM Pampanga. We were
Because it's
so
far.
ready to move to Pampanga if I had that work pipe up for me.
Yeah.
But I think that was the nail in the coffin because when I got rejected on that job, I was like, okay, maybe it's time for me to do something else now.
Yeah, it's this experience, I'd say, would really mean that even if you earn a lot of money, if your health really is suffering already, that
Yeah,
money doesn't really matter anymore.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Because in our companies, like for me, Citibank, we are insured. The
Yeah.
insurance is quite nice. The hospitalizations that I have been, I didn't spend any money from it.
Mm,
I was covered in all costs. I even had my knee. replaced. Not really my knee, but it's like a muscle tear on my knee. Ligament was torn, and then I got surgery in St. Luke's Hospital, which is a big hospital, a very
Uh,
nice, big, expensive hospital, and I didn't pay anything up until the therapy sessions. I didn't pay anything. So I was really grateful with Citigroup, Citibank, with all the development that they have done for me as well. But you just came to a point wherein I think it's time to have a change.
yeah. And when your body is already telling you to stop, you just
Yeah,
can't continue doing it
yeah.
anymore.
So that's 2019. I said I'll finish the year in 2019. I started Citibank at 2013. I reached my fifth year because in Citibank, if you reach 5 years, you will get 50% of your salary. What we call it, the salary savings that we
Salary
have.
savings. Yeah.
So and then the company gives you that the same amount. So if I put 2%, Citibank will do 2% as well. If I do higher, Citibank will do the
Yeah.
same and
That
whatnot.
was good about
But
it.
but you will only get the portion from Citibank if you reach at least the 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years will be 50% of whatever they put, so on, so on, so on. So imagine if you're at the 10th year, you'll get 100% of whatever they put in for you as well.
Yeah.
So for me, it was my sixth year, so they were able to give me 60% of whatever I put in
Yeah.
from there. So I said, let me finish
And
the year.
yeah, and
Mm,
sometimes these things just happen without you don't just expect it to happen. It's
mm,
just going to just happen and you don't know and you just keep pushing and it just doesn't allow you to do it anymore. It's
yeah.
just going to stop you from doing it.
I think
And
what
yeah, I think
just
that's
bothered
yeah.
me was the idea that the people was like, "Are you sure about this? You're going back to the zero again. You're gonna
Yeah.
start all over again. You're already in this point, but we support you." They
Yeah.
were very supportive.
Yeah, that's what's nice about it when the people around you are supporting your decision
Mm,
in starting a new career or starting from scratch again and they are going to support you from that. That
mm,
really matters because that gives you the motivation to stop from
mm,
what you are currently doing and then
yeah,
start anew because these people are supporting you and then they are motivating you somehow and that gives you the drive, the inspiration to
yeah.
yeah.
That's really good. Looking back onto how I made an impact with these two companies, I'm happy to say that I left the company with good
Yeah,
books
good faith na.
in good faith.
That was good. And mine was not really in good faith, but when I resigned I just told to myself, fudge it, I'll just do it.
Yeah,
I'll just resign.
I think with you, you were not in good faith with the higher ups, but you were in good faith with the people surrounding you.
Yeah, the people
You are the
surrounding
people
me,
that were
yeah,
under you.
they were there. They are the ones. They were actually the ones who stopping me from resigning because I
Mm,
still want to protect them from because somehow the company is getting so many issues and I'm the one who's protecting the people below and
mm.
I'm getting all the toxicity of the higher ups and they
You are the
are
dialysis machine.
yeah, I'm the machine at that time. So yeah, it was really hard. So I got sick. I just said, just do it, fudge it, just drop it, and then go. So
Yeah,
yeah, that was actually my turning point
yeah.
that I have to start anew. And then of course there's Mike who's
Mm,
always, supporting me at that time, who's telling me that you can do it. And also my family are happy to know that
yeah.
I submitted my resignation and everyone is rejoicing that I resigned in my on
Mm,
my side. So I was also not sad to do that. The sad part was just I would really miss the people that I was protecting, I became
mm.
friends with, and then I was thinking at the back of my head, what's gonna happen with these people that I'm trying to protect from being fired or something like that.
Yeah.
Then that was, and then the good thing about it is our clients at that time was also messaging me and then wishing me good journey on my
Mm.
resignation and so on and so forth.
It was
Then
a
I
nice.
was also, yeah, then I was also somehow relieved
Mm.
that it wasn't that really bad.
Mm. Mm.
So yeah, it was also nice. I had a good communication with them after that. And then yeah, we just have to stop communicating because they are not allowed to
Mm. Mm.
communicate with the ex-employees. So yeah, that was a good goodbye somehow, I'd say. So maybe we could also talk about how did we come up the idea of working again as a nurse. So
Yeah.
I'll start. I went to Thailand and then you messaged me. And then what did you tell me?
I'm looking for a work. Is there a work there?
I want to get out from here.
I want to get out from here. I need a fresh start, sort of thing.
Yeah. But it was really also I was also on the point of yeah, I'm trying to search for my soul at that time. And then you messaged me and then it also enlightened me somehow because I don't know where to start. And
Yeah.
yeah, and because there's Tita Jenny and yeah, and Dr. Ibanez.
Yeah.
Ibanez. So it was you who had the connection on that. And
Yep.
then yeah, and then you told me and then yeah, then we went from there,
Yeah. But
right?
we will reserve that topic on the next topic
Yeah.
for our listeners. So I think on the next topic, we want to gravitate you guys. Rosie and I became nurses during one of the toughest,
Toughest time in the world,
toughest
I'd
time
say.
in the world, the
Yeah.
pandemic,
The
the
pandemic.
dreaded COVID. So that was our era. Bebs and I, that was our era. So we'll share to you the work. We'll share to you the bumps that we have along the way as well, being nurses at
Yeah.
that time. So we'll share more to you guys about it. So just to everyone's knowing, so Rosie and I decided to do the podcast. It was actually inspired by one of our friends back in the Philippines.
Our friend
And
since college. Since college.
yeah, so he gave us the idea of doing the podcast at that time, but we were like doing random topics as well with another friend, and we kind of gravitated from it, and then Rosie and I decided to why not do our own podcast. We'll
Yeah.
use the English language in that way. Even it's hard for us, so we wanted to expand like the listeners, because when we were like saying to our friends like, oh, we're doing this podcast slash live
Yeah.
episodes and whatnot, they were like, but we can't understand anything from
Yeah.
it. So that's when the idea came for us to collaborate and start doing this.
Yeah, that's true. And then we were, because it was all just having fun at the start, and then we
Yeah.
just decided that yeah, maybe we can do something like our experience from the start, and maybe
Yeah.
we could get some listeners who are also struggling or
Mm.
doesn't know how to start, and maybe they could hear something from us and get
Get
something from
inspired
us.
from it.
Oh,
So that's where we are. So that's how we started the Code Brew Lounge. So we had Code Brew Lounge because Rosie and I are heavy coffee drinkers, as you all know. It's like only
yeah.
water for us. How we drink this coffee. Like honestly, like right now, it's like 8 in the evening here in the UK, and I'm sipping a black roasted coffee at this time. People will go crazy, especially my fiance. She can't have anything like this because she's gonna be awake until tomorrow morning. But me, I'm sipping it like as if there's nothing, as if I'm not gonna
Just
work
like water.
tomorrow, just like water.
Yeah, I drink more coffee than water, I would say. But I'm
That's
trying
true.
to change that
That's
habit because I don't want to ruin my kidneys one day.
that's true.
So, yeah. I have a few more questions to you.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Did you somehow regret your experience and not starting as a nurse? Or did you regret somehow this events in your life in between these years before you became a nurse?
No, I did not regret it because I've learned a lot during that time. I think my footing as well wasn't 100% for nursing. As I always been
Yeah.
saying to everyone, nursing wasn't really my choice career after
Yeah.
graduation. But for some reason, I was gravitated going back to it. I didn't regret all the experiences, all the time wasted. Because for some,
Yeah,
they
because
feel like, I wasted time.
this is just not just a year, but it's like more than 5 years of
Yeah.
your life that's somehow not lost.
Mm,
Some people would say it's a lost
yeah.
years
For me,
of
it's not
your.
a lost year. It's not a wasted time because you got to understand me as a person now, me, how I lead people, how I manage people was actually
Yeah.
from this experience.
Yeah, that's true.
The
That's
way I
true.
communicate, the way I approach things, the way I look at things, it
Yeah.
all have a background from that experience.
Yeah.
So I'm really grateful to have had that experience because I'm actually using it to where I am now as well.
Yeah. That's good. That's
How about
good.
you? Did you feel regret that, as you said, 2014, you were thinking
Yeah.
already, which was just 3 years after
I have
we
this
finished?
feeling that maybe, but if I go back and think more about it, I'd say I did not regret because these things happened maybe for a reason. Maybe I wasn't ready at that time. Maybe I'd be working as, like a, I don't know, maybe a nurse just not for a nothing. I wouldn't know how important empathy
Mm,
and sympathy. So I didn't also know how important how you communicate with people. And from there, I
mm,
learned all those from, like I said, I hate talking to people
mm,
and I have to do the job. So from there, I was able to love the job that I
mm,
was doing from that time. And then I also learned a lot. Yeah. And I was also learned that not all of the people that you treat as a friend
mhm,
will be your friends for life. So, there's life lessons in between.
mm,
So I did not regret having to, go on those years. And I had also Zane during those
mm,
times. So I wouldn't really regret. But
yeah,
it's just sometimes that I was thinking maybe if I started early, I could have learned more. But
mm,
I also learned how to do the management thing
yeah,
because I did it for quite a while. So there's also this a colleague of mine on my previous hospital before
mm,
I resigned, and he did not know that I was resigning. And then he, because he's a man, and then he came to me and said, because I was the in shift in charge at that time, and
mm,
then he came to me and then he told me, um why didn't you apply for for a like a supervisor? And then I was
mm,
like, why? And then she said, yeah, I think that you good at what you do already. And then
mm,
you know how to handle people
yeah,
and to protect people. And then I was really, really,
taken aback.
yeah, taken aback at that time. And then I was like, yeah, he's just a newcomer
Mm,
from Indonesia. He's like for like 6 months there, and he doesn't know that I'm resigning.
mm,
And then after a few days, he got the information that I'm already rendering, and then he came back to me again and said, too bad that you're resigning. It would be good to have you as a supervisor. And then I was like, that was really nice that I
yeah,
did not know that I'm already doing
giving that
what I've
impact.
learned, yeah, and then what I learned from the past.
Mm,
Then yeah, although now I'm working as a normal nurse in the ER, so it's just, yeah, it's also fun that I don't have to think anything about
yeah,
what my job, what my patients need. So yeah, maybe I'll get from there
yeah.
someday
Of
again.
course. So
Yeah,
yeah, so as I mentioned, we'll talk in detail more in terms of the nurse roles on the next episode. That's our promise to you guys. We'll take it down. We'll take note of this. So because
yeah.
last time we had a hard time, adjusting back to the podcast because it was quite some time that we haven't done it. So yeah.
Yeah. So we have to talk a few more times about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that
So I
was
think
really, yeah,
it was a productive recording. It was a productive podcast that we have today. But again, we want to hang you there. We don't want you to get bored of us. So we want to, see you still on the succeeding episodes. Too
yeah.
bad, but we have to finish now today. So for me, I want to
Let's give them a little
the
bit of
quotable
a
quotes.
takeaway. Ah.
Yes. So you have to get used to it now, rascals, okay? Rosie and I will always leave you a quotable quote before the episode ends, okay? So for this quote, it's my time to choose it. I found this via Google. It's from Clifton Fadiman. I hope I'm saying his name correctly, give him justice. But it kind of touched Rosie and I. It was just
Yeah,
one liner. A foreign country is not designed to make you come. I guess that's what both of us are feeling right now because we are in
yeah,
a foreign country. We feel like it should be making our life comfortable because, in terms of the currency, the money that we are earning to where we at, and then the amount of money that we are getting as well, in terms of salary is way
mm,
skyrocketing from where we at. But again, it doesn't mean that we're living in a foreign country. It's supposed to make us comfortable because you
yeah.
will always
That's
be
true.
foreign on that country.
Yeah, and to those who are still planning to start anew, I'll
Uh-huh.
just leave this quote to you from Lao Tzu. He is a Chinese. I don't know. I don't know what he is, but it sounds like he's a Chinese. But yeah, I just love the idea that he just said that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So take that leap of faith, and yeah,
Yeah.
you'll get it.
Yeah. But again, it doesn't mean that, we're scaring you guys to try doing abroad or anything. You have to be tough.
Yeah,
You have to have that dedication to do it as well. If
yeah.
it's not for you, then,
There are people around you who will definitely support you, and
yeah,
don't be afraid to take it.
yeah,
Just be inspired.
that's true.
Yeah.
Unless you make that
Okay.
step. All right.
Yeah, I
Thank you,
hope you got
Rascal.
something from us. Thank you again, Rascals, for listening.
We'll
And
see you
you'll hear from us again.
from the next episode. And please, please. So we have started uploading episodes in Spotify. I understand some of you guys have a hard time using Spotify. Not of you all are using it. So we started uploading it as well via YouTube. Okay. At present, apologies, but Rosie and I will not be posting any videos yet. My internet is still bad at the moment. But the moment we have the internet running smoothly, we promise we'll start doing the video uploads for our podcast.
Yeah. And thank you for listening.
Yes, if you like this episode, please follow us in Spotify and YouTube. Kindly give us a
Yes,
5-star
yes.
rating. Yes, please. And
Yes,
subscribe.
please. And subscribe to our channel.
Thank you. Happy listening,
Thank you.
guys. Bye bye.
Bye.